Universal's new movie adaptation of the musical Wicked is taking the world by storm. With almost $200 million at the worldwide box office, it's no surprise that this movie has been a huge success. And with a part 2 releasing next year, the hype is going to continue growing as time goes on. Now that takes us to Universal Destinations and Experiences, the branch of the company that operates their theme parks, resorts, and experiences all around the world. Universal theme parks have become known for featuring some of the world's most famous franchises, such as Harry Potter, Nintendo, Jurassic World, and more. I would argue that Wicked has the potential to become one of these big franchises of Universal. Wicked features many locations that could be easily turned into a theme park land, such as the Emerald City or Munchkinland. And with the recent opening of the Wicked Experience at Universal Studios Florida, we know that this is a franchise that Universal is definitely keeping an eye on. So today, let's discuss how Universal could realistically create Wicked-themed attractions in their theme parks and experiences all around the world. Please do not take anything I say in this video as the truth, as I do not know if Universal is actually going to do a Wicked Land. This is more just me having fun and creating my own ideas for what Universal could do. With that, let's get started. The first thing we have to discuss is where could this go? The easiest park to eliminate is Volcano Bay. I really don't think this park could house any Wicked themed attractions, but I could be wrong, I guess. Now that Volcano Bay has been eliminated, we need to decide if this works best in Universal Studios Florida, Islands of Adventure, or an Epic Universe. Although all three of these are great options to house Wicked themed attractions, I would like to eliminate Universal Studios Florida. I think a Wicked attraction could work here, but I think that Islands of Adventure and Epic Universe are better choices for where these attractions could be held. When Epic Universe opens next year, the central concept of this theme park will be traveling through different portals that will take you to completely different worlds beyond belief. I think that Wicked works well with this park's lineup, and it could work within the park's theme. Islands of Adventure, on the other hand, allows guests to journey through different islands all centered around this lagoon to experience different adventurous lands. Although Epic Universe is a great fit for Wicked attractions, I think that Islands of Adventure is a better fit. Here's why. In addition to all the lands in Islands of Adventure being these adventurous worlds beyond belief, there is one other connecting factor for the majority of the lands in this park. Almost every land in this theme park is in some way based off of literature. Seuss Landing is based on the children's books by Dr. Seuss. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade is based off of the Harry Potter movies, which is based off of the Harry Potter book series. The Jurassic Park movie was based off of the 1990 Jurassic Park novel. The original King Kong novel released in 1932, followed by the movie in 1933. Toon Lagoon is based off of old comic strips, and Marvel Superhero Island relies on the Marvel comic books for its stories rather than the Marvel movies. And if you didn't know, Wicked was a novel before it became a Broadway musical. The Lost Continent section of Islands of Adventure is based off of myths, legends, and gods. Although these themes are featured heavily in literature around the world, this is the biggest stretch of a land to fit within this theme I created. If you pair that with the fact that the two attractions that were left in this land are now permanently closed, I think that we figured out where the Wicked attractions can go. We also need to remember that the Lost Continent has a lot of available land. The Lost Continent has a lot of land available to be used for these new Wicked attractions. Let's compare this size to that of other theme park lands in Orlando and even in California. This plot of land is a good amount larger than that of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley in Universal Studios Florida. It's significantly larger than Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios Hollywood. It's a tad bit smaller than Pandora the World of Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And it's also a little bit smaller than Marvel Superhero Island at Islands of Adventure. So with that information in mind, I think the best location for Wicked and Islands of Adventure is the Lost Continent. Now that we have where I think a Wicked experience should go, let's talk about what should actually be in this Wicked experience. I think the best choice for a Wicked themed land would be in Munchkin Land. The land could be set, let's say, 20 years after the beginning of the first movie. We could be visiting Munchkin Land for the 20th anniversary of the Wicked Witch's death. Munchkin Land, as seen in the movie, looks fantastic. The set design that they did with the movie just looks like it could translate perfectly into a theme park land. I think that this could also translate to some really fun shopping and dining opportunities in the land. But now that we've talked about the land as a whole, I want to talk about the attractions that I came up with for this Wicked Land. I came up with 2 ride-through attractions for this land, one of which is a smaller suspended coaster attraction, and the other one is a big e-ticket dark ride. Let's start with the coaster attraction. The first ride in the area is called Defying Gravity, which is a launched family suspended coaster probably manufactured by Intamin. Universal has a really good working relationship with Intamin, so I'd assume that this is who it would be manufactured by, but again, this is all just make-believe, so it could really be manufactured by anybody. I created a really rough draft of a possible coaster layout for this. I would want the throw level for this coaster to be in between that of Flight of the Hippogriff and Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, being a really solid family coaster for this park. The story could revolve around one of the Munchkins creating some flying device that lets you simulate what it would have been like to fly just like Elphaba. The blue represents an indoor structure, so we have an indoor loading station and we have an indoor first show scene for the coaster before proceeding for the launch. Again, none of this is real, this is all just me having fun and creating this custom land, but again, this is kind of what I would like to see if they tackled something like this. And here's a really rough look at the coaster vehicles. I'm sorry that the drawing is so bad, you guys. I'm really sorry about that. But I kind of went with this homemade sort of look with these wings on the end so that the vehicles can fly. Here's one last look at the layout. I was aiming for in between Hagrid's and Flight of the Hippogriff to sort of go for that family coaster crowd. And I think that it being a family coaster could be really beneficial to Islands of Adventure. The main e-ticket attraction I came up with is called No One Mourns the Wicked, and it's an e-ticket boat ride. Here is a really rough draft of the layout of the ride. And here's a really bad drawing of what I kind of envisioned the boats to look like. The ride would be a book report style ride going over both Wicked's Part 1 and Part 2. The ride follows the narrative of this anniversary celebration, and here Glinda makes an appearance at the celebration, and somebody asks her how her and Elphaba met and became friends. I envision this ride as being on the same grand and emotional scale as Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey at Tokyo Disney Sea, one of the greatest book report style rides on the planet. I could also see these Wicked attractions being cloned for other Universal resorts around the world, like Universal Studios Hollywood or Universal Studios Japan. The attractions could remain the exact same or could be modified depending on the park's specific needs. I think that if done correctly, a Wicked Land could be Universal's next big thing. If they did a land like this, I would want it to be on the same scale as the Wizarding World of Harry Potter or Super Nintendo World. These big, grand stories with these incredible attractions inside. The incredible Universal creative team members have proven themselves time after time again that they know how to make really good attractions and really good themed environments. Again, I want to reiterate that nothing in this video is actually happening. This was all just my idea for what Wicked attractions could be like. If Universal were to make Wicked themed attractions, there's a good chance that they would be totally different from what I made in this video. But I really hope that you enjoyed hearing my idea for a Wicked themed land. It would mean the world to me if you left a like on this video and considered subscribing to the channel. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by Epic Universe's opening day, which is May 22nd, 2025, and I would love for you to help me out with this. Leave a comment down below letting me know if you liked my idea or if you have a totally different idea. I would love to hear what you all come up with. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time.